Hi, my name is Sydney. I'm with the Community Foundation of Southeastern Alberta. I'm here to talk to you today about endowment funds, what they are, what kind of fund type options we have, and how to get started. So you might be wondering what a community foundation is and what specifically the Community Foundation of Southeastern Alberta does. So a community foundation is a charity that helps other charities. Community foundations are locally run foundations that build and manage endowment funds to support charitable activities in their region. Each community foundation is autonomous and governed by a local volunteer board. What sets the community foundation apart from other charitable organizations is that our donor's initial gift is never spent. Instead, every donation is prudently invested for the long-term benefit of our communities. It's the investment income generated that is granted out to nonprofit societies, registered charities, and qualified donees. A qualified donee includes a registered charity. This could also include a church that is registered. It could also be a municipality or a school division. CFSEA specifically provides donors with a lasting way to make a difference in their community by building donations through endowment funds. The Community Foundation of Southeastern Alberta provides grants to community organizations and acts as a community convener and leader across Southeastern Alberta. We have three pillars: we grow, we give, and we inspire. Our region covers a wide landscape. So our office here is located in Medicine Hat. We cover Medicine Hat and Redcliffe, Cypress County, all the way down to the US border, over to the county of 40 Mile, up to Brookson District, and then all the way up to special areas 2, 3, 4, and the MD of Acadia, which reaches right over to the Saskatchewan border. An endowment fund is maybe a new word for you. It might not be something that you use in everyday language. So, what is it and why is it important? Well, an endowment fund is a type of investment fund that is established by a donor to provide ongoing financial support to one or more charitable organizations. The original donation, the principal, is never spent. Rather, it's professionally invested. The annual investment income is distributed to organizations that support a wide range of causes throughout Southeastern Alberta, forever. We have an overarching endowment fund that's professionally invested with our current investment advisor. Within our endowment fund, we have many unique funds established by individuals, families, companies, and agencies. Endowments are held in perpetuity, meaning once it is endowed, the donor cannot take it back. However, the money distributed each year is considered to be unrestricted and can be used under the discretion of the charity's board to further their charitable purpose. I like to explain endowment funds with this metaphor of a fruit tree. So picture this. You plant the seed of an apple tree, and that tree gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And over time, it eventually produces an apple. If you cut down that tree to harvest the apple, that would be the end of the tree. Yes, you would have that apple for a moment, but then never again. Instead, what if you picked that apple and the next year you grew 4 more apples and picked those and then more year after year after year? So this is the idea behind endowments versus just spending the donation that we receive. With the endowment, your fund gives the investment income earned off the principal donation year after year after year, resulting in a sustained revenue flow for the charity of your choice. So this graph is just give you a little bit of an understanding of our endowment fund growth from the very beginning. So in 1992, the first donation from our founder, John P. Ignatius, was $25,000. He then gave around $2.4 million through his bequest upon his passing in 2000. 14 years later, in 2006, our endowment fund had reached $5 million. And by 2007, we had granted more than $2.2 million. So that's almost as much as John's bequest in 2000. Now, fast forward not even 10 years later, in 2015, our endowment fund had reached $10 million. Then again, speeding up a little, 6 years later, in 2021, our endowment had reached 20 million. And just that year, we had given out $1.3 million in grants. As of the end of this year, 2024, only 3 years later, our endowment is at an impressive $30 million. We have certainly received some incredible donations and bequests during this time to help grow the endowment, and we are forever grateful. Those gifts will help to give back to Southeastern Alberta today, tomorrow, and forever. But I also hope this graph demonstrates the power behind endowments and what can happen when you only spend the investment income. One example comes to mind from our founder, John Ignatius, who created a fund for the Medicine Hat Youth Baseball Society. In 1998, he gave $40,000 towards this specific endowment fund that he opened. As of 2024, the scholarship fund had distributed over $50,000. So the scholarship distributions had surpassed the original donation, and it will continue to do that forever. So now that I've explained what endowment funds are, we'll get into the more specific, what kind of funds are there? So these are specific fund types that we hold at the Community Foundation of Southeastern Alberta that anyone can open. So the first one I'll talk about is community funds. So community fund distributions support the ever-changing needs in our region. Investment income is distributed twice a year through a rigorous application-based granting process. This is a great option if you wish to support many charities across our region and would like to put the decision into the hands of our grants committee and board. In order to open up a named fund in the community fund endowment, it's a minimum gift of $1,000. So designated funds are another option, and they are just as they sound. You designate your favorite charity or charities to receive the grant year after year. This is a great option if you have specific charities that you would like to support forever. The minimum gift to open this fund is $5,000. Field of interest grants still respond to the region's greatest needs and are given out through the community grant process. However, your fund would support a specific field that interests you, such as arts or youth, seniors or health, maybe even a specific town or area. This is a great option if you want to support the community grants, but are interested in having a bit more say as to which cause you want to support. The minimum gift to open this fund is $10,000. Donor-advised funds allow donors to change their philanthropic focus each year. So CFSEA staff reach out to the donors and they choose which charity or charities will receive the funds that year. This is a great option to allow flexibility of choice as issues and needs change year over year. Another common theme we see is donors setting up this type of fund and getting their family involved, really practicing that family philanthropy, sitting down with their kids or their grandkids and deciding who they want to support that year. The minimum gift to open this fund is $15,000. Scholarship funds allow donors the opportunity to determine scholarship criteria and the specific school or school district that it will support. CFSEA issues the grant amount to the school district each year. Then the school district uses the predetermined criteria to select the recipient to receive the scholarship. A number of people have used scholarship funds as an avenue to memorialize a loved one and select criteria that reminds them of their loved one. Others have set up scholarships to support schools or a type of student that means a lot to them. The minimum gift to open this fund is $15,000. The Youth Endowment Fund is a little unique. It supports our Youth in Philanthropy program organized by CFSEA. In this program, students across Southeastern Alberta learn about community needs and charitable organizations that support those needs. They then select which charity will receive approximately $1,000 in grant funds. This program gives students the opportunity to learn about philanthropy and the granting and giving process. You can contribute to our overarching Youth Endowment Fund with any amount, or you can set up a named fund within this fund for a minimum of a $1,000 gift. Agency funds are typically started by a specific charitable organization to help support their sustainability. Each year, the funds go back to the agency to further their charitable purpose. Community Foundation of Southeastern Alberta has an agency endowment. This is how we're able to perform administration of all the funds, pay our staff, and keep our lights on. Anyone can support any one of our 30 plus agency funds we hold with any amount. Or you can create your own agency fund to support the charity of your choice with a minimum gift of $5,000. Advisor managed funds are also a bit more unique. This is a way that you can work with your current investment advisor. The funds are then held with your advisor and not pooled with our main endowment. Funds still benefit any charity you choose. Your advisor will send CFSEA the investment income once a year to be distributed through us to the charity of your choice. The minimum gift for this fund is $250,000. Spend down funds are just as they sound. They are spent down, but they're still invested, with the difference being that they have the intent to grant out the entire amount gifted over a set period of time until it's fully depleted. This includes their principal. There are several reasons someone might want to create a spend down fund. One use for a fund like this is maybe for a group that is disbanding to put their assets into an endowment fund and support other charities with similar causes. The final fund type I'll talk about today is the rural community funds. So each area in our Southeast Alberta region have a rural community fund. So this includes Brookson District, 40 Mile, Cypress County, and Prairie Crocus Fund, which is comprised of special areas 2, 3, 4, and the MD of Acadia. Donors can give to the overarching rural community fund in their area, or they can create any type of fund previously mentioned within the fund area. So, establishing a fund. It's kind of like a puzzle piece. There's little steps, there's little pieces that all go together. So first it comes down to a donor. A donor decides they want to give back to their community forever. This could be an individual, a family, a company, business, or agency. Then they decide what type of gift to give. Community foundations accept a wide range of gifts, including current or future gifts. If they want to donate in the present, they can give via e-transfer, check, credit card, online through Canada Helps, cash, or even appreciated securities. If they want to leave a future gift, they can leave a bequest. They can write us in their life insurance policy, maybe give retirement funds, land or mineral rights, or any appraisable asset, such as a car, art, or even a house. Then the donor should consider what causes they care about and what they want to support. CFSEA staff are here to help, and we can sit with you and work through these questions, give guidance or suggestions if needed. And finally, the donor will need to select which fund they wish to create from our long list of options. Again, CFSEA staff can help guide donors in their philanthropic journey. Donors are always welcome to share their story or their why, which we would love to share through publications or media channels, and really help you tell your story forever. That's the end of our presentation today, and I hope it gives you a clearer idea on what endowment funds are, what fund type options there are with us, and how to get started. Feel free to reach out to us at 403-527-9038, or you can visit our website at cfsea.ca or pop by. The coffee's always on.